Hello everybody, this is Herd85. Welcome to my new Pro Wrestling Sim save, playing as the WWE. We're going to be running as Raw, Smackdown and NXT. So a lot of the videos will probably be week-long videos, so it's not overkill. So when I say week-long, I mean one Smackdown, one Raw, one NXT. Depending on how long it takes, I might make it 2 weeks, so I can hit out results pretty quick. So as you can see in the right hand column, I've already done some adjustments to the show. We started off with, I've terminated a lot of the network deals. So we're going to have all of WWE running on the WWE network. I've let go a lot of staff, announcers, mainly the backstage interviewers, a few commentators like Byron Saxton, and some road agents, I suppose. So quickly running through, we've called up a few people from developmental. Regal there, Matt Bloom, Merrick Young, Jeremy Borash. And the reason for this is I'll show you when we go for the brand split. So I'm going to start going through everything, just so you get a feel for the new roster on the game. So first off, we're going to implement the highest of everything. We are WWE, we are the top of the ladder. So I'm going to be state of the art and everything. So that's production done. Don't need to see finances. I'll run you through events. So we got Raw's going to be a Monday, NXT on Tuesday, Smackdown on a Friday, so no change there. And at the moment, we're going to have a few pay-per-view exclusive pay-per-views, PLEs, what you want to call them these days. And we've got some co-ones. So anything that's got WWE, like the Royal Rumble, is going to be all 3 brands. Then you've got obviously like NXT Vengeance Day, we've got a Raw Elimination Chamber there, Smackdown Extreme Rules, and then you got WrestleMania, which is everybody. And then NXT Raw Smackdown, NXT Raw Smackdown, NXT Raw Smackdown. So Raw's going to get the King of the Ring. Then we're going to have 2 codes in a row, Money in the Bank. So there's a good chance we'll have 3 briefcases, one for Raw, one for Smackdown, one for NXT. SummerSlam, joint pay-per-view. We've got NXT Raw Smackdown again, which runs through to Survivor Series, which is another co-one, and then we'll finish the year with pay-per-view exclusives. So that's the events part. Title belts will be next. So obviously current champs are set. We're going to be tinkering with the tag titles probably in the world title, but at the moment Roman Reigns will be on Smackdown, so with his belts. Got Gunther, bringing back the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, bringing back the light heavyweight title for Raw, which is their version of the Cruiserweight title, and obviously Smackdown can have their own Cruiserweight belt. We're going to have Women's Tag Team Champions on Smackdown. This is a custom belt that should be in your picture pack. Meaning that the current World Tag Team Champions, which is Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, this is going to be exclusive to Raw. And obviously we've already got the NXT Tag Team Champions. So I don't want to spoil too much with the stables, but I will run through the brands. Now there's going to be a few changes. You'll see people that this is my own version of the brands. NXT still going to be the 3rd brand, sort of developmental, but maybe with a few major stars permanently on the roster. So for argument's sake, Dolph Ziggler here, big name of course. Got Tozawa now on NXT, Elias, I've put Cedric. Well, you can have a little glance yourselves. You've got Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, Mustafa Ali. I've put Omas in NXT. I've done that for a reason. He's got a good story coming up. Well, I hope it's good. Tegan Knox has been put here. Eric Young, Shelton Benjamin. Obviously, you can see some of the NXT people are still here. But if you ever want to change brand, you just click on them and then click the brand you want. Anyone you sign will automatically land at the top here, and you just click on their picture to put them in a brand. So we signed Nash Carter over here. He was Zachary Vance. We've also signed the Von Erichs, Marshall and Ross. They are also in NXT. So Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, they will be the on-screen authority figures for NXT. MVP obviously manages Omos. Got 5 road agents here. Brought in Chris Hero, he was signed. Might know him as Cassius Ohno. The new look announced team: Beth Phoenix, Jeremy Borash and Booker. Now Beth Phoenix in-game is currently classed as an occasional worker, but you can always go up to settings, edit your database and change what they are under the worker settings. Giving them 4 referees. Now move on to Raw. So we assigned Logan Paul to Raw. Also the current Unified Tag Champs Owens and Sami Zayn, they're on Raw. So I'm not a big fan of Unified titles, so I'll be separating the Raw and Smackdown Tag Team Championship. John Cena on games on hiatus, but he will be having a story to explain why he's back. Lesnar also put on Raw. So as you can see, some of the roster is as it is, but I'm trying to even it out a bit. So big signing here, Mandy Rose, she's back, signed to Raw. No one else wanted to go for her, so quite an easy signing. I've moved Karrion Kross over to Raw. Kate Lashley over here. New Day. Viking Raiders are on Raw. Drew Gulak. Miki Satomura, a legend of Japan. So you can have a quick browse, but as you can see, it's very much similar, but with a few tweaks. Robert Roode's going to be on Raw. Signing over here, Ultimo Dragon. He will be tagging with Dragon Lee, who have bumped to Raw. As you can see, Uncle Howdy there. And if in case you didn't realise, so was Bray Wyatt. John Morrison, I re-signed at the start of this game. Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, also I re-signed. So the reason I did this off camera was I wanted to get enough talent in first before drafting my own roster. I've bumped up the Diamond Mine to Raw and a few other NXT talent. So Maxine Dupree, she manages Alpha Academy. Adam Pearce and Vince McMahon will be the GMs, I guess. Robert Stone, he's going to have a storyline on Raw. Scarlett manages Cross. Maurice manages The Miz. Backroom staff, 5 road agents. Brought in Steamboat. And your new look announced team for Monday Night Raw. 2 signings here, AJ Lee and Mauro Ranallo. 4 referees. John Cone is in your developmental if you ever want to promote him up. Smackdown. So Roman Reigns and the Bloodline will all be on Smackdown. So at the moment, Jimmy and Jay are still heels. I know if you follow recent storylines, they're not, but let's just say for now, it's not really been confirmed yet, but I can play with it. Plus, they've got cool Bloodline t-shirts on, so it makes sense to me to have the Judgment Day on Smackdown because Rhea Ripley is the Smackdown Women's Champion. So for me, made sense, have them all on the same show. I've moved Cody over to Smackdown. Edge as well. Orton, even though in real life he's injured, the game will start with no injuries because I haven't set any injuries for now. We've got Brawling Brutes on Smackdown, Street Profits, LWO, including Bad Bunny. Bliss, even though she's pregnant in real life, is going to be on Smackdown on the game. I've moved Trish across to Smackdown. Tried to balance out the rosters, to be honest with you. Kept some of the promotions like Pretty Deadly, Grayson Waller. I've also bumped up Jaro there. Shiro, sorry. Corey Gray is Corey Jade, let's say. They call her Corey Graves. Is going to be on Smackdown. We've also promoted Fallon Henley and Karina James. They'll be a tag team. Lola Vice is also on Smackdown. So is Odyssey Jones. And your official Smackdown GM is going to be Kurt Angle. Now the Undertaker I've assigned to Smackdown, but I'm potentially looking at using him as a manager. Brought in Johnny Saint. There's your road agents for Smackdown, with the announced team as Michael Cole, Wade Barrett and Pat McIntyre, and 4 referees. So that is the new look brands. So morale's already really high. You got loads of people that like each other, not too many that don't. Anyone hate me yet? Not yet. Got a few of the LWO like. So normally I set backstage rules. I'll pay for everything. When you're WWE, look at that. Huh. Ronda Rousey's got great morale. When you've got 400 and something million in the bank, you can't really complain. Being WWE. So money's no object really. Medical, right. We will set a wellness policy. We're going to do full scale and I'll manually decide. All staff. We'll definitely do steroids and hard drugs. I mean, I don't smoke myself, but I mean I could do all 3. I feel like some people will flag up early, but we'll apply that. So if anyone flags up, I will get to choose the results. Normally it will happen before your show, I'm pretty sure. Developmental. So instead of releasing anybody, I've just demoted some people. Like Debbie Kato. If you ever want to recall them, you click recall, or you can renegotiate their contracts. So I probably should give her a name. For some reason it's not showing up. Let's just put Giovanna. She was known as the secretary, but obviously if anyone wants to call her, Hank Walker's here. I've demoted some of the road agents. You might recognise a lot of these from NXT Level Up if you watch it. So anyway, that is my developmental. I changed the logo just to make it look a little bit different. And yeah, we shall proceed to day 1. So I'm really expecting New Japan to do some hirings. So they've got a women's division now on the game. There we go. I thought this would be the case. So New Japan have gone for Tessa, Mayu and Yu. AAA have also gone for some people. Alex Wright, who's a road agent, makes sense. He's from Germany. So as you can see, a little bit of hiring for some people. AEW signed a broadcasters show deal for Collision. So it looks like AEW's picked up some TV deals. So have Stardom. YouTube signed a broadcasting deal with WWE Recruitment. So that is my developmental, and now going to be on telly. The viewings I never really go to, but I'll click on AEW Dynamite. The main event. We've got a tag title change in the main event on Dynamite. A bit random. FTR versus Miro and CM Punk, with CM Punk getting the win. Also MJF beat Shibata. So if I click on all workers, and I suppose I'll click Miro instead of CM Punk. Here goes Miro, and there he is, one half of the AEW Tag Team Champions now. Okay. Looks like Tessa's signed an agreement. So New Japan, they've got gone for Sarie. You might recognise her. She was in NXT for a little while. So they're buffing up their women's division. Makes sense. We have a few shows here. I mean, one retirement down the bottom. So I shall look at Impact. I always look at the ones that interest me personally. So you've got the Death Dolls versus Trinity and Mickie James. Mickie James gets the win. Trinity's Naomi, if you don't know. So not a bad looking show. AEW holds Ring of Honor. So it should be set to Ring of Honor. You've got the Lucha Brothers beat the Boys to retain their tag titles. So double tag titles for AEW's first week. MLW Underground, averaging not massively high. So up next will be the first edition of the new look Friday Night Smackdown. Right, Smackdown is booked from Connecticut. Let's start the show. Right, so first up, Michael Cole, alongside Wade Barrett and Pat McAfee, introduces to the new look Smackdown. Suddenly, Kurt Angle's music plays and a Hall of Famer makes his way to the ring. He's got an 82. Kurt Angle announces that he's been appointed the general manager of Friday Night Smackdown, and there are going to be a few changes that are going to happen. Firstly, the brand split. Some changes, tweaks have been made, and because of this, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to be exclusive to Monday Night Raw. Therefore, the WWE Tag Team Championship has been vacated. So Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will still be the Raw Tag Champs, but not the SmackDown. Angle is then interrupted by Paul Heyman. He applauds the decision to vacate the titles from Zayn and Owens. He suggests that he awards the belts to Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, the rightful champions in waiting. Angle smirks at this and says that won't happen. He tells Heyman to inform his boss that the SmackDown Tag Team titles will need to be earned in the middle of the ring. As for Roman, Angle needs to speak to him later, as SmackDown doesn't need 2 belts for its world champion. 100%. Best rating. First match, Street Profits beat Hit Row. 70, 72, not too bad. Everyone, 2-star match. Next match, Damage Control beat Fallon Henley, Karina James and Mia Yim. 3-star match quality, 75%. Everyone looked good. Grayson Waller beat Rick Boogs. Has got 1.5 match quality, 74%. Crowd reaction, 71 overall. Grayson was made to look good, got a little bit over for this. The LWO is growing numbers. Bad Bunny arrives with Lola Vice. They meet up with the LWO and officially welcome to the group. Lots of high-fiving and hugging Lola suggests her and Zelina team up tonight to show the world what the LWO is made of. This got an 86, and most people benefit from this. So Lola and Zelina are going to be a new tag team. They beat Natalia and B-Fab. Basically, I just wanted 2 people to job. And Natalia helped everyone learn in this segment. And yeah, looked good. 60. Only 1-star match quality. Pretty Deadly versus the Good Brothers. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Gallows picks up the win for his team. Final score 72, 2.5-star match quality. Corey Jade makes her Smackdown debut. She defeats Shotzi. 63 overall, 1.5-star match quality. Final match, the camera's cut backstage where Trish is with Zoe Stark. They're shown watching the match. They seemed impressed by Corey Jade. I got an 81%. Braun Breaker explodes on SmackDown, beats Riddick Moss. Oh look, Braun Breaker and Riddick Moss have decent chemistry as opponents. So I discovered a new chemistry there. That's pretty cool. 2-star match, 70%. The whole point of this was to make Braun Breaker look good. Following the match, Emma is shown shouting at Riddick Moss before storming off. She's not happy he got beat. It's got an 81. Liv Morgan teams with Raquel Rodriguez. They beat Pippa Niven and Nikki Cross. 2-star match, 69%. LA Knight beats Sheamus. 2.5 stars, 77%. Wow. LA Knight benefit big time for this. Got him made to look a threat. Really helps his popularity. This is the start of the push. No, Sheamus didn't want to job this, but I like to push who I want to push. AJ beats Baron Corbin. 3-star match, 8%. As always, AJ put in a huge effort. That's pretty cool. AJ looked good. Butch versus Solo Sikoa. Solo with the win. 2.5-star match, 72%. Kurt Angle and Roman Reigns come face to face in his office. He informs the tribal chief that come the next SmackDown PLE, which is Hell in a Cell, he will be unifying the WWE and Universal titles into one belt. He'll be presenting the championship to the new champion. He'll be presenting the champion with the new belt. Roman looks pleased, he's getting a new belt, but Angle informs him he's not just getting this belt, he will have to fight for it and earn it inside that very Hell in a Cell. And his opponent will be named next week. It's got a 96, so this is the first storyline. Paul Heyman was with Roman here. Kurt Angle is basically telling Roman the Universal and WWE titles are going to be unified into one belt for SmackDown. It's got a 96. Title match. Rhea Ripley defends against Bianca Belair. 3.5 star, 84%. I was tempted to make this the main event, but the main event is Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor. Cody with a win. This got 3.5 star match quality, 84% overall. As always, Cody and Finn put in effort. Post match, the Judgment Day start beating Cody Rhodes down. Suddenly, rated RKO's music play. Edge and Randy Orton come to the ring and they send the Judgment Day running and help Cody back to his feet. So this was an attack angle and this was a chase angle combined to make a 96. And that is the end of SmackDown. We've got an 82 overall. I would say that's a solid first show. Get the ball rolling. Made a lot of money in ticket sales. A few New Japan signings over there. AW held Rampage. Kenny Omega defeated MJF for the world title on Rampage. So straight away MJF have lost the world title. Got 100. A random episode of Rampage, sounds about right. So New Japan there poaching. AEW held Coalition. They had Kenny Omega beat Kit Sabian in the main event. Got an 87. So our performance center here. I won't really look at the performance. Go into too much detail. JCW. Nick Gage won the world title. I think he won it. Yeah, he would have won it. So they dropped out their champ. NWA had the Crockett Cup, but Chris Adonis won the television title. On the same night, Tom Leitner won the world title, so they've dropped Tyrus, the world champion, out. Probably wise. Okay, GCW again here. Nick Gage retained his belt. New Japan held Dominion. They crowned new Open Strongweight Tag Team Champions, Zack Sabre Jr. here. Tanahashi and Okada won the World Tag Team Champions, it looks like. I mean, there's title changes galore over here. Chaos won the tag. I mean, you can see, you can toggle the view if you want to see it differently. So let's see, Leo Rush and Yo there won the tag titles. Sarai won the New Japan Women's. New champion again. Okada and Tanahashi won the tag titles. In the main event, Minoru Suzuki and Naito lost to TMDK. Lost the tag title. Crockett Cup round 2, night 2. And Chris Adonis won the world title. So, I don't know, I'm pretty sure. That's my own roster. Pretty sure Chris Masters, yeah, is a double champion. So in one day he won the TV title, and the next day he won the world title. Oh, so Jinder Mahal failed a drug test for steroids. So we shall. So you can find him, talk to him, do nothing. We'll offer rehab. Make decision. I'm not going to rehab for juicing. Okay then. Interesting. Well, if it comes up again, maybe I'll force it. But hey, up next is Monday Night Raw. Okay, here we go. So Raw will be coming to you from Illinois. Already pre-booked. So we open up. Raw has a new look. Cut straight to the announce team of Mauro Ranallo, Corey Graves, and the returning AJ Lee. So they note that Adam Pearce has been appointed the Raw General Manager. So 96, a hot start. Tag team combo of Charlie Dempsey and Drew Gulak. They were on NXT in real life. Took on the WWE recruits Bronco and Lucian Price. The crowd did not care about this segment. They were very vocal about it. That will be because they're jobbers, technically. So 46 overall. Slow build. Jinder, juiced up Jinder. Jobs out to Dexter Loomis. 1.5 star match quality, 69%. Adam Pearce announces the King of the Ring. Vince is giving Adam Pearce some advice. Pearce announces that Raw has the first PLE coming up, and it's this Saturday. Raw is going to bring back the King of the Ring. The winner will become the new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. This got a 90%. Big upset, baby. Lacey Evans defeats Naoko Satomura. 2-star match, 66%. Big win for Karrion Kross. He beat Apollo Crews. Gained quite a bit of openness from this match. 2.5%, 76 final score. 8-man tag, Brutus and Julius Krieg, Otis and Chad Gable beat Sagna, Veer, Mason, Marseille and Mansoor. 1.5 stars, 66%. The winning team got a little bit of an overness bust. The losing team lost a little bit of overness. Becky and Lita challenged by Sonya and Chelsea. So Becky's welcome back to Raw to Lita. They are both happy that Trish and Zoe got shipped off to Smackdown. This brings out Chelsea and Sonya Deville, who see this as a chance to step up and make a name for themselves. They want a match right now. Adam Pearce comes out and books it. So 80% overall. So technically Becky Lynch and Lita win by disqualification. I put the Chaos feature in this segment. Got 3-star match quality, 78% overall. Jacy Jayne and Mandy Rose interfered. To the shock of everyone, Jacy Jayne and Mandy Rose are here. They team up with Chelsea and Sonya, putting the boots to Becky and Lynch. They throw them out the ring. Mandy's handed the mic and she says 2 words: toxic desire, and drops the mic. A new stable is born. So it's a mix of fire and desire, which is Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and obviously toxic attraction, but we're adding Chelsea into the group instead of Gigi. So that's your new stable: Mandy, Chelsea, Jacy Jayne and Sonya. It's got an 83 overall. Becky took a little bit of a hit, but only very minor. Another return: the Iconics Billie Kay and Peyton Royce beat Katarina Chance and Kaden Carter. Good tag match here. 2.5 stars, 72%. Building up the women's tag division. A hype video play is showing off Dragon Lee and the legendary Ultimo Dragon. The video ends with the words "Dragonborn will arrive soon." So the old classic vignette, I set it to high production, gave it 100. So hyping up the new tag team. Robert Roode beats R-Truth. 1.5 star, 70%. Matt Riddle and Bronson Reed. Riddle gets the win. 2.5 stars, 75%. The New Day are back. Big E with Woods and Kofi cuts a heartfelt promo announcing he is back. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. 84%. Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet put on a very good tag match against the Viking Raiders. 4-star match quality, 78%. I put stealing the show, so everybody up their game. You've also got the fact that Ivar and Eric are good as a tag team, so yeah, very good match. Drew McIntyre beat JD McDonald. 3-star, 76%. John Cena announces his return. This may be his last run, as he isn't getting any younger. Logan Paul slides in behind. As Cena turns, he gets floored with a right hook. Logan then takes a quick selfie over the fallen Cena and makes a quick getaway. So new feud here: John Cena and Logan Paul. This got a 97. So Asuka teaming up with Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey took on Charlotte Flair, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. Asuka with the win. 3-star match, 81%. Main event time. We had another 6-person tag. Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Imperium. Seth Freakin Rollins with the win. 3.5 star, 86%. Raw finishes with an 86. That's the only thing on a Monday. What have we got here? So first off, let's read the tickets. Yeah, not bad. Dolph Ziggler, he thinks he deserves a push. We're going to say okay. He's asked, it's a long time away. If you scroll down, basically, I've got to make sure I make him an upper mid-carder, I guess, before then. Cool. Right. Up next will be NXT. Okay. NXT will be on Panama City, Florida Beach show. It opens with Triple H still in the middle of the ring. We are NXT. We will continue to build the superstars in this business, and nothing's going to change that. The camera cuts to the new look announced team of Jeremy Borash, Beth Phoenix, and Booker T. This got a 99%. Laura Valkyrie and Tegan Nox versus Adriana Grace and Jakara Jackson. Just testing out Valkyrie and Nox as a tag team, to be honest. Did okay, I guess. 2-star match, only 50%. The Von Erich Dynasty took on the Dyad, Jagger Reed and Britt Fowler, with Joe Gacy at ringside. Pretty good match, to be fair. 3-star, 68%. Jagger Reed with the win for his team. Camilo Hayes, Trick Williams and MVP. So the NXT World Champ, Camilo Hayes, is in the ring with Trick Williams. MVP comes out. He tells them he's looking to reopen business. The champ would be a good fit. Camilo Hayes pretty much says, no thanks but no thanks. NXT is his show and it's all about him. 100. Stevie Turner beats Tamina. 1-star, 44%. Blair Davenport beats Wendy Chow and Nikita Lyons. 1.5-star, 61%. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo beat Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs. 2-star, 54%. Dijak beat Noam Dar. 2.5-star, 65%. MSK is back. Wesley's in the locker room and Nash Carr walks in. The two hug. Nash says he's back and proud of what Lee has done. 70%. Tag title defense here. Gallus beat Chase U. 2.5-star, 53%. Successfully retained the NXT Tag Team Championship. Nation Fraser versus Tyler Bate. 3.5-star, 60%. Crowd didn't really care about this segment. That's a bit harsh. MVP approaches Triple H backstage. He wants to face Hayes and Williams in a tag team match of his choice. Triple H agrees to it. 90%. Mustafa Ali beats Axion. Very good match here. 3.5-star, 69%. Steal the show was put on, so positive. Triple threat. Akira Tozawa beats Von Wagner and Ilya Dragunov. So 2.5-star, 67%. Elias is in the ring. He is asking for a second chance. He wants to rebuild his career. The best place to do that is to come back home where it all began for him. NXT, who wants to walk with Elias? On that note, Eric Young comes out to the ramp. He says that redemption is something he's looking for too. Maybe Elias should stay out of his way because Eric Young is planning big things. It's got 94%. Very good start for a feud. Dolph Ziggler beats Tony D'Angelo, who had Channing at ringside. Didn't quite get the effect of stealing the show there, but Tony and Dolph had great chemistry as opponents, so that's pretty cool. Means I can do a rematch or maybe even a feud. Tiffany retains the NXT Women's Championship by beating Roxanne Perez. 2.5-star, 69%. Not sure why the picture hasn't appeared. Post-match, Tiffany is confronted by Gigi Dolan, who comes out and gestures she wants a title shot. Tiffany grasps onto the belt. She isn't planning to lose it anytime soon. Main event. Trick Williams and Camilo Hayes versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, the Hurt Business, with MVP at ringside. Hayes, the champ, scored the win. 2-star match, 67. Following the match, though, MVP orders a beatdown. He waves at someone to come down. Omos appears. He throws Trick into the crowd and choke bombs Camilo. He puts one boot on his chest. MVP hands him the NXT Championship, and he raises it high for all to see. So 82. Cedric, Shelton, MVP, and Omos are going to be the new version of the Hurt Business in NXT. 81. That's still positive. You've got to remember, technically NXT is the third brand. Won't have as many over people in it. Lots of shows, so that's always going to be your ticket sales. It's a lot of money for a beach party. I just wanted to make sure the NXT women's belt was, showing up nicely. Don't know why it didn't appear in the results page there. But yeah, it's still there. So NWA, Hell of a Show. Chris Adonis seems to be defending that world title left, right and centre at the moment. AEW held Dynamite. Let's see if there's the Kanisha beat Adam Page, Pac beat Wardlow, Private Party beat the Boys, Jamie Hayter wrestled. So yeah, in Dynamite got some good ratings, I guess. Okay, we had Impact again. ABC, Chris Bay and Ace Austin beat Mike Bailey and Adrian Prince. Eddie Edwards beat Callahan and Johnny Grisham. We'll look at Ring of Honor. Eddie Kingston beat Tony Deppen in the main event. So yeah, up next will be another Smackdown. We'll do the King of the Ring, and that will be most likely the end of this first episode. Okay, here we go. Alright, we are at Boston Garden. We've got a couple of championship matches. So the show opens with Kurt Angle holding the WWE Tag Team Championship. Tonight we will crown new champs. In the main event, it will be a fatal 4-way match between Street Profits, the Good Brothers, the LWO, and Pretty Deadly. May the best team win. It's got 99. Baron Corbin beats Gyro. 1.5 star, 69%. Filler match. Trish Stratus and Zoe Stark beat Emma and Michin. Emma and they did not have good chemistry as a team, so it shows that negative chemistry can be added to the game. 2-star match, 69%. Following the match, Emma shoves Michin to the ground. Riddick Moss asks why, and she just storms off. So we're hinting at a change in character for Emma. 79%. It's got pretty good. Alexa Bliss beats Katarina James. This has got a 2-star match quality, 71%. Jimmy and Jay Uso arrive. Having not been here last week, Heyman is waiting on them. He tells them there's a lot of explaining to do. Jimmy just smiles and super kick Heyman. So obviously this is based off real life storyline when the Saudi show, because that was in May and we're in June, when they super kicked Roman and Solo. 86%. Mixed tag, Braun Breaker and Corey Jade beat Odyssey Jones and Shotzi. Jade picking up the win, 1.5 stars, 68%. Shotzi thrived in intergender match. That's a new one. Not seen that before. Grayson Waller beats Rick Boogs. 1 star, 71%. AJ Styles makes quick work of Shanti Adonis. 3-star match, 76%. So AJ, I would have thought, carried this match, but Adonis did okay. So we have Judgment Day Brawl. Orton, Rhodes and Edge announced that at Hell in a Cell there'll be a 6-man tag. They'll take on Finn, Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. This causes the Judgment Day to come out. A lot of argument and a brawl breaks out. The groups fight all over the arena into the backstage area. So with 92 for the verbal, 100 for the brawl, 96 overall score. Everyone benefit from this segment. Another women's tag. Damage Control of Dakota Kai and Io Sky defeat Liv Morgan and Rochelle Rodriguez. 3.5 star, 76. The best match so far. US Championship on the line. Austin Theory beat Rich Holland. 1.5 star, 68%. Bianca Belair gets a win. She beats Piper Niven, who had Nikki Cross at ringside. 3 star, 77%. Match set for next week. Roman and Solo call out the Usos. They come out, go back and forth. Jay says that Jimmy did what he wanted to do for a long time. That stop the abuse of power, stop the bullying, stop the power-hungry, thankless tribal chief. Kurt Angle comes out and says next week they can settle this, as it will be Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos. Oh, and by the way, Roman, you will defend your unified WWE title in Hell in a Cell against Jimmy and Jey Uso. So we're going to have a world title triple threat match between Roman, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. This got a 91 overall. LA Knight picks up a big win. He beat Braun Strowman. 2-star match, 79%, but definitely put LA Knight's overness up. Right, main event time. Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio win the vacant Smackdown Tag Team Championship by beating Street Profits, the Good Brothers and Pretty Deadly. It's got 3.5 star and 86%. It was a 22-minute match, so good gamble in the end. Post-match celebrations, the rest of the LWO come in the ring, join Escobar and Mysterio, finish with an 80% as SmackDown comes to an end. 85 overall. Yeah, good show, rating wise. And now we've got new champions. So this will be summary ticket sale. Thank you very much. And as you can see on the title page now, quite a lot of belts, still some vacant that I haven't given. We'll go down to, there we go. Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio are the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So Rey Mysterio, second time winning that one. Santos Escobar, I believe this is his first tag title reign. Cool, so we're on to our last show of this video, which will be Raw's exclusive pay-per-view, King of the Ring. Okay, quick look at Rampage, I guess. Kenny Omega beat Christian Cage. Punk beat Scorpio Sky. Alright, King of the Ring. All goes well. First time I've done a tournament title, so we'll see how it goes. So it opens up with a hype package for the King of the Ring. It will be Bobby Lashley versus Xavier Woods, Karrion Kross, Ricochet, Morrison, Riddle, and Ciampa versus Gargano. So round 1, Lashley beat Xavier Woods. 2.5 stars, 76%. Ricochet beats Karrion Kross. DQ finish here to keep Kross looking strong. 3.5 stars, 72%. Welcome to Raw. In the backstage segment, Adam Pearce is shown shaking hands with Robert Stone. He's signed to Raw as a manager, and we'll look forward to seeing him elevate some talent at 79%. Another round 1 match, Matt Riddle beats John Morrison. This was quite a good match, 3 star, 81%. Morrison had The Miz with him. Ciampa defeats Johnny Gargano. They had incredible chemistry as opponents. It helped the match quality. This was a 4-star match and 84%. Another Dragonborn hype, put it to the max and elevating it 100% for their debut. Tag team title defense, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defend the Raw tag titles and beat Imperium. 4-star match, 83%. Hype for the semi-finals, Ricochet, Lashley, Riddle will take on Ciampa. And an upset, Ricochet beat Lashley. 4-star match, 79%. The other semi-final, Ciampa beat Riddle. 3-star match, 84%. In a pre-tape promo, Logan Paul taunts Deck and John Cena and says there's more to come, 94%. Becky and Lita call out Toxic Desire. After some back and forth, a tag team match is agreed and it will happen next. Everyone benefited from this, 91%. Tag match, Becky and Lita defeat the team of Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. This was a DQ finish. Interference from Chelsea and Jacy Jayne. Becky really benefited from this. Openness went up quite a lot, 2.5 stars, 74%. And a surprise here, Sol Aruka comes down and makes the save from making it a 4-on-3, but this is to try and push her up the ladder a bit. She is down as a enhancement talent, so hopefully being put in a big feud will help her go up the card. Intercontinental title match, Gunther beat Otis, 3-star, 80%. Hype for the final of the King of the Ring. First time trying it, I just set King of the Ring. Tommaso Ciampa is your new Raw King of the Ring champion, tournament winner. 4.5 star, 83%. Wow, everyone was very, very happy with this match. Ciampa versus Ricochet. Yeah, it went 12 minutes. Good match. And following the match, Seth Rollins comes out, holds the title up, Ciampa looks on. So this will be your new heavyweight title feud. Ciampa and Seth. No popularity change, 84%. We need to start hitting 90s now for our popularity to go up. Right, quickly check the old email. We made £1 million. It was in Madison Square Garden. Apparently we're losing money, but obviously this will change at the end of the month. AW show had Danielson defeat Pac. That would have been good. A 98%. 1PW held a pay-per-view. Will Ospreay retains his world title. MLW had pay-per-view. New Japan here had a new world champion crown. Naito beat Sanada. Okay, short title reign. Never open 6-man title changed. Kenny, Shingo and Tiger Mask became the 6-man champions. So yeah, so being that WWE Raw is on exclusive to the WWE network is why ratings are already at 250,000, because it's subscribers. But I'm happy with it. You know, we've got so much money. If worst case is if somehow we dip under 400 million, I would obviously look at getting a proper TV deal. Progress here. Cara Nora beat Ricky Knight Jr. Again, so this time Okada and Tanahashi retained the World Tag Champs. Kenny was a double. He is your World Champion Japan. Kenny Omega's on a bit of a hot streak. Triple R had Triple Mania. El Hadjo del Vanquino beat Commodore in the main event. Okay, he's failed the drug test, so let's go for a medium fine this time. Actually, 30-day suspension. Sorry, I'll clean up my act. So, he didn't want to go to rehab, but I gave him a 30-day suspension, and that's Jinder out for action. We're going to leave this video here. As you can see, Jinder got suspended. We're progressing. I've clicked on something by accident. Yep, good one. We're progressing quite nicely. Being at WWE is a big roster, plenty of shows. I don't think merch will be there yet, but yeah, John Cena by quite a long way. Oh, that's other. Being at WWE is quite a big show. It's going to be block booked, small sections at a time. So Raw, more NXT, Smackdown with a pay-per-view. If you think the pay-per-views are overloaded, you'd rather just have one pay-per-view, let me know. If you like the whole idea of a brand exclusive pay-per-view, again, this is what I'm currently doing. Let us know your thoughts, and thanks for giving this a go. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, take care.